of CSES problem set. So let's jump to the problem statement. So you are given a playlist of a radio station since its establishment. The playlist has total of n songs. Okay, cool. What is the longest sequence of successive songs where each song is unique? Okay, longest sequence of successive song, that is, you can say subarray, and where each song is unique, that means a subarray in which every elements are distinct or unique. Okay, and we have to find the longest subarrays such that each element is distinct. Okay, so we have given input integer n, the number of songs, and we have given the like id of the song, like of n arrays. Okay, and now what is the output we should give? We have to print the length of longest sequence of unique song. Okay, cool. So let's first take this test case and jump to the problem. Okay, okay, so what would be the, can this, is this our correct subarray? No, because it does not contain every element as distinct, but this is. Okay, let me ask you something. Is this the correct subarray? No, definitely not, because we have two twos here. Okay, is this the correct subarray? Yeah. Is this the correct subarray? Yeah. So what is its length? It's 5. So I it's the maximum you can find in this subarray. So the answer would be 5. Okay. So let me tell you one more thing. Like suppose this is your subarray. Okay. Is this correct? Correct in the sense, according to the question, a problem statement, does it satisfy the condition? What is the condition? The condition is the elements must be unique. Yeah. So every elements are unique here. Okay. So let me ask you one thing. If this subarray is like satisfy the condition is true, okay. So does all the subarray that is contained within it, are they also true? Explain, like understand my question. If this is my true subarray or correct subarray according to the question, does all the subarray that is enclosed within this subarray will be also correct or satisfy the condition? Yeah. How? So we have the subarray here as 13274. Okay, this was our subarray. Okay, so let's take any subarray with which is enclosed within this subarray. Say suppose this one. So this will also satisfy the condition that it has unique elements. This element subarray will also satisfy the condition. This subarray will also satisfy the condition. So that means every subarray which is enclosed in this will satisfy the condition. Okay. So this highly indicates you that you have to use two pointers here. Okay. So this highly indicates that you should use two pointers. Okay, cool. Highly. Okay. So what did I say? If all the subarray that are enclosed within this subarray also satisfy the condition, so that that means we can use two pointers. Okay. So how, let's, like we have got the idea, like we have to use two pointers here. So how to move forward here? So What we can do is like, first let me take some inputs and all. We have n and simple. Okay, so we have this. We have can remove. We can, and let me think, like this is the previous one. Okay, so I have taken the input n and also I have taken the input vector. Okay, cool. And what we can do is like, we have to like int j equals 0, int I equals 0. Cool. And how we can move that while j is less than n. This is like kind of standard template like of two pointers approach. Okay, so like it should come in your mind, like it's a very obvious thing, like we are moving from here. So what is my thing? Okay, suppose if I my j is here, suppose say here. Okay, so I want I to be the furthest from j such that it satisfy the condition. Okay, if uh, j equals something, then I want I to be furthest from j. Why I am doing furthest? Because we have to find the longest. Okay, so from every, let me write it first. Furthest from this such that it satisfy the condition of problem. Okay, so what is the our thing? Like, if I am my j is here. Okay, if my j is here, so if, like I would say, if my subarray ends here, so what would be the longest subarray from such that it ends at this, at j. Okay, I wanna find longest subarray such that it ends at j. Okay, so first of all, this give like, make comfortable with this statement first. Okay, I want to find longest subarray such that it ends at j. Okay, j would start from like 0 to it will go till n minus 1. Okay, and from this I am coming to this conclusion. Okay, if j is something, say you can say anything. Okay, then I want I to be furthest from j such that it satisfy the condition of the problem. That's why I can find the longest subarray which ends at j, and we have like I, so we can find the length of that subarray. Okay, and we will like we will also keep track of the maximum variable with maxi or capital M. Okay, so that's it. Like, and for like, we have to keep track of like, in sub array, what is the condition of the problem. The condition is like elements in the sub array must be unique. Okay, and the condition in the, and how can you check the condition in the, like condition like, elements in the subarray are unique. You can check through like, you can apply of an operation or you can use map. Okay, so map would be better. Okay, that's why I didn't erase this, so I thought we have to use this one. Okay, while j equals n. So what we have to do, and I equals 0, when will be the condition be false? Like if condition is false, okay, condition is false, like condition is false, like kind of, I would say like number elements are not unique. Okay, so I will do something, and when I come out of this loop, okay, when I come out of this loop, I want my condition to be true. Okay, okay, did you understand? So this is a very like a logical approach, like how you approach a two pointer problem. So I want to clear my like backlog. Okay, what is my backlog? Like I have like this is my false statement, like this particular thing is causing problem, is not satisfying the condition. So I, with this I will like, I will make my subarray to satisfy the condition. And since I come at this line, this ensures that the subarray is satisfying the condition. So here I can find my length here. In, I would say length equals, how can you find the length of a subarray with you have j and I? So j minus I plus 1. Okay, and how, like sometimes you have to get confused, like we have to use plus 1 or not. So you can directly make j and I equals to j and I equal. So if j and I are equal, that means they are pointing to same element. Still there is one element, that is length of the element should be 1. But since and I are equal, so j minus I would be 0, so we need plus 1. Okay, I hope you understood. Like it's a very simple thing. Okay. So, and I will keep track of like a maximum m comma l length. And now I can move to next. Now I will find, since I have done j plus plus, then I will find the longest subarray such that it ends at j plus 1. Okay, that's cool. Now we can move to this block, while block. So what we can do is like, so what I have to do, like how condition is false if elements are not unique. Elements are not unique. Okay. So if condition is, that is the false condition for us. So how can we, suppose you have just element of one, like you have an array of size one. Okay. So first you start at j equals 0, and you want to store like how many elements are there in your subarray. Okay, so I will like mp of array of I, what would be v of I, and what does that do, count plus, so that will increase the count of vi. Okay, is that good? Okay, and how the condition will be false? Okay, suppose this is our subarray, this is our subarray. Okay, so how our condition will be false if like the elements are not unique here? Okay, cool. So if the, what would be the map size according to this subarray? Map size would be 1 2 3, 3 only, because 2 will, like we are not using multi map. Okay, so it will have only unique key. Why I'm not using setter then? Because I want to keep the count as well. Okay, so So what will be the while false condition? If while mp dot size is not equals to j minus I plus 1. Is that good? We will see later. Okay, so now we have entered in a wrong territory. So what do we have to do? Suppose this is a wrong territory. Okay, this 2132. Let me write here, it would be better. 2132. This is our subarray with I here and J is here. Okay, let me take this subarray. It would be better. Okay, what will be the map size? 1, 2, 3, 4. Size would be 4, but would be the subarray length is 6. Okay, so what we have to do? First, we have to increase the I. So that's why we want to shrink from left. Okay, so that we have to make conditions satisfied. We want to make our we want to make our subarray to be like true or good according to our statement. So if I shrink this and come make I here, okay, to 1. Before that I have to remove like mp of v of I minus minus. Okay, and sorry, here it would be j here. Why doing this? So because here the count of this subarray and the count of 2 would be 3. Okay, so I have to decrease this and I will come I plus plus. Okay, so I have come here to here, but still the condition is wrong. I will move decrease the size. I have decreased the size of subarray and come here, and before that I have to remove this from a. So if I do mp of v of I minus minus, so mp of 1 would be 0. mp of 1 would be 0. But still it would be the map. So if mp of v of I equals 0, mp dot erase v of I. Cool. So that if the frequency goes to 0, so we can delete from our map. So I have removed this, and then I will come here again. I will remove this. Then only subarray would be remain this 4 and 2 according to this subarray. This is the subarray which satisfy the condition. What first of all it ends at j, and it satisfy the condition. Okay, so let me print c out m, and we have to define some variable like int m equals 0. Int m equals 0. I have to we have map also, and we have map, we have I variable, we have j variable here, we have length, we don't have length variable. Okay, cool. Int length equals 0. Okay, so let me try with a test case here. So what should be the expected answer? It should be 5. So let's check it. Yeah, so let me Try to submit in CSES. Yeah, so it's got accepted. So what are the things we have learned? First of all, if these kind of condition occur, like if we have sub-array problem and every sub-array that is enclosed within a given sub-array, it satisfies the condition. So we have to, like, we can apply two pointers. Also, listen carefully. If there is a condition such that, like, suppose this condition satisfy, okay, any condition which is a problem, and any subarray that encloses, like suppose every subarray which has this inside it also satisfies the condition, then also you can approve, you can apply two pointers. Okay, so that's a two famous, or you can say two basic condition in which you can apply two pointers. Okay, these are not the only things where you can apply like two pointer, but it's a highly indicator of, like, if these are the condition, like so you will have to definitely apply the two pointers. It would be very good. Okay, so that's it from